Thousands of Los Angeles residents are taking to the streets to express their hopes for regime change in Iran. The greater Los Angeles area is home to the largest concentration of Iranian descendants in the U.S. Since the joint strikes between the U.S. and Israel, crowds have gathered in Westwood for ongoing celebrations. We've seen people dancing and hugging and marching as a plane flew overhead, spelling out, quote, "Thank you, Trump," from the Iranian people. CBS News correspondent Carter Evans joins us now. Carter, what have you heard from people there about why they're celebrating, what they hope happens next?
Well, certainly lots of celebration over the weekend. Things are a bit calmer here during the week, but it's still that same feeling of hope, a feeling of hope that many of the people I've spoken to haven't had for years, and in some cases, their entire lifetime. This regime has been in place, so they now have hope for a future that they didn't have before. I spoke to a woman a little while ago. She and her husband fled Iran about 25 years ago. Her husband was a political activist. He spent some time in jail. Up until Saturday, she never even considered that they would ever be able to move back home to Iran. Now she says that could be in the cards. It could be a possibility, depending on how this all shakes out. But I asked her, I said, you have family, you have friends who remain in Iran, and people aren't able to get in touch and communicate very well because the internet is blocked by the government in many cases, and they just can't get information on how people are doing. But she told me, she said, think about how violent the last regime was. And in just the last couple of months, how many people were killed. That compared to the hundreds of people killed in the airstrikes is so much less. Now, it's weird to think of it in that way, but that's how a lot of people are looking at this, that this is a better situation, even with the airstrikes, than it was just a week ago in Iraq.
Carter Evans, thank you.